Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. We are playing as France still. I know I've been away for a little bit. You know, when you get busy, you get really busy. When it rains, it pours, sort of thing. With the holidays and everything like that, just trying to catch back up on everything. And yeah, I got some spare time here, so I figured I'd give this thing a try. It looks like we're under attack in this province, but we've got plenty of people here. It's weird that they're attacking us in our southern border here with Bulgaria, rather than this area up here where, you know, we want them to attack us in. We have been stacking our armor and a pretty significant amount of troops over here in an attempt to push them up in this direction. Cut straight through here. There's some nice plains in here. We'll be able to get some good use out of our tanks, and hopefully pin them against the sea. Like, we want to push them into the Black Sea over here. But that won't really work unless they take the bait and attack our weak line over here, and then, you know, waste their troops in occupying this land, and then we can attack in their weakened lines over here. So we're gonna unpause it here, see what nonsense they try to pull. Yeah, there's that attack, and it was immediately called off, which is a good thing. I really can't complain about that all too much. We're doing okay up here still. We were having some problems up here, if I remember correctly. But, ooh, look, the British have paratroopers up here. That's nice. And were we doing anything else? This is part of the problem of having been away for a decent amount of time. You just don't remember what's going on. Where's our transport fleet? You're just chilling up there. We've got 3 divisions of infantry. We've got a whole bunch of infantry up here, actually, and the Marines. Oh, right! Right! This nonsense happened. Right. Because who understands this game? Yeah, that's fine. It's unfortunate that we lost a full infantry division in that little escapade nonsense, but, I mean, whatever happens, happens. It's not going to weaken us too much. Let's see. We've got the West Lancashire area, which only has a division of Marines. Then we have the 12th Corps of the Second Army, which is up in this general area. Okay, so we're just going to move these guys back over here, and maybe we should queue up 2 more infantry to, I mean, we're doing okay on manpower. Maybe we should queue up a couple more units to replace them. Let's do motorized, maybe? Can we build mechanized yet? Yeah, we can build mechanized. So maybe we should build a light mechanized. It looks pretty good. Let's build 2 of them. Only 20 manpower, and it builds pretty darn quick. We're getting darn good at building these units. We are still building our actual armored division, and these 2 will just attach to that to this 12th Corps up here. As a replacement for the units that we lost in that little excursion into Prussia. At this point, I still think that our best bet... I mean, we could just pull completely out of here, right? Let's do that. Let's just strategically redeploy these units back. We'll let them move in up here. Losing transports again. Basically just completely pull back. We'll let them take these provinces over. It's fine. Whatever. Maybe we can convince them to move some more of their troops up here. It's sort of unfortunate. I would have preferred to use this river crossing as a sort of way to wear them down just a little bit more, but I guess it's just not going to happen. We are losing so much. Oh, they haven't taken this yet, so we're still sending convoys over there. Okay. Are you actually gonna... Yeah, okay, thank you. Now stop sending convoys over there so Germany can't keep killing our convoys. It's great. Other theaters are really kind of boring. I mean, the Chinese and the Japanese have resolved their little conflict. Japan is still a member of the Axis, and the Chinese are trending closer to the Axis powers, which is not really a spectacular thing, in my opinion. Where are you on here? Seriously, where are you? Nationalist? I know what your flag looks like. There you are. I mean, okay, you're trending towards them, but you're not really trending towards them that quickly. Light tank armor advance is always a nice thing. And how about our research? Do we still need more light tank armor? I mean, technically, yeah, but let's work on the engines for a bit. It is January. It is winter. So all of our movement's going to be really slow. We really... Okay, yeah. We don't want to be doing our advances in the middle of the winter when the ground is frozen, temperature's negative. That'd just be a silly decision on our part. So, I mean, we're in the waiting phase, which is spectacular. The longer we can make Germany wait, the better. I do not think that with all of their army deployed over here in Romania, Bulgaria, that they have enough to punch through our line. Like, we still have basically the full second army. I mean, one of their corps is under strength, but we still basically have a full second army to rush up here and help the Dutch and the Belgian army defend their borders against the Germans. And the Germans don't have basically any troops on this front line. I mean, yeah, these are quite the doom stacks, but they can't get through these awesome forts on our Maginot line, so I think we'll be all right. So yeah, we'll just let them redeploy troops up in the north here. What's our Air Force doing? We're just bombing them. Just bombing them, that's fine. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. We have multi-rolls on air intercept. Close air support not doing anything. I mean, we're not being contested in the air at all. They have 12 units based here, 10 of which are bombers. That's dangerous. Yeah, let's just do some ground attacks here. Interceptor, air intercept. We have our carriers over here. The air intercept job, and we have our tactical bombers. You guys are just bombing because you're awesome. Let's do some runway cratering, because they have 12 units right here. And if we can continue, yeah, look at that number go down. If we can continue to destroy this airbase, those 12 units will be basically useless. They won't be able to repair. They won't be able to resupply. It'll be awesome. Destroying more units up here on the Frisian coast. Transport fleet got damaged in his little escapade, and that's fine. And our main battle fleet does need some more repairs as well, so sink some more into reinforcement. We are sort of running out of crude oil, which is a little bit dangerous, especially since we're running basically continuous air missions down here. But I'm sure we'll be able to trade for some, and I'm just gonna keep trusting this automate trade button to really, do what I need to. We've got plenty of trading partners. We can basically trade with most of the world. The only people we're actually at war with right now is Germany. Well, and Hungary and Slovakia, but those don't really count in my opinion. Alright, mass assault gives us more infantry morale, meaning we can regain our organization quicker, which is fantastic. And is this one of the ones that I was completely ignoring? No, okay. We're doing alright on that one. Which one was I ignoring? Kicking myself for ignoring. I mean, this one, it's darn useful. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just stack up the infantry warfare one. I mean, mass assault is nice. And now the United States of America has built the Pentagon. The Pentagon is finished. Congrats. Congrats, USA. Now, how about you join the war? Please? Please join the war? Now, once again, I'm not the leader of the Allies. That's a job reserved for the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom can ask the United States to join. And depending on their neutrality, the United States won't. Let's see, what's their neutrality is 72% still, and Germany's only a 22% threat to them, mostly because we've done such a great job at, preventing them from doing anything. So, on the one hand, go us, and on the other hand, it kind of sucks, because, well, if Germany were to annex the Netherlands, Belgium, and us, you know, just completely wipe us off the map, their threat would jump up 3 times, not to mention their little escapade up here into Norway, which, you know, didn't end up happening because we prevented them from annexing Denmark even. So the only country that they've really annexed so far is, well, Romania for one, and Austria. Oh, and Poland. Yeah, I always forget about Poland. And Czechoslovakia. Okay, so maybe I'm being a little bit, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit here. Okay, West Lancashire area. I'm just going to move you over here. Hopefully the Brits send some more units for us. Oh, we have some units? Some mechanized units? What was I doing with you? Boy, this is frustrating. Why did I completely forget you guys? Okay, we have a full armored corps attached to the 2nd Army. And we don't have an armored corps attached to the Maginot Army. And we don't have any armored units down here on the Italian border. And we are building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium armored plus mechanized. So that's a full another corps. And these 2 are flushing out the 12th corps over here. So what are you? What are you guys doing? Are you just reserve? Are you just backups? Huh. Okay. I mean, you're pretty tough units. I'm sort of surprised that we haven't done anything with you yet. They might be very useful down here. Really, Germany? Really? Assault concentration gives our support units more organization. So yeah, let's continue doing that. Germany really just does not want... Oh, well, okay. Now they want to attack. As soon as I retreat, they want to attack. With just so much. There's so much. There's 70% stacking penalty is absurd. We'll stand here and fight for a little bit. We're not going to do too much damage to any you know, individual units that they throw at us. But I think all in all, this would be a good fight for us to stand here and take. They have such... Like, that river crossing penalty is horrible. Their stacking penalty is horrible. You know, we're earning good experience here. And we have good defense modifier here as well. So I think it's a good fight to stand and take. We're going to lose. I mean, we're just completely and utterly outnumbered. But we do want the Germans to send more troops over here. That's fine, yeah. And we're in well within safe retreat range. Like, we're not in any danger of losing these units. Alright, before you lose all of your morale, you're going to retreat. And British Marines actually holding out fairly well here. And now, let's see. How quick are you going to retreat there? 30th? We can't hold out that long. Go ahead and retreat. Yeah, it was a fairly even fight. I mean, we lost more than they did, but they attacked us with 250,000 troops, and we only had 20,000 in that province. So, all in all, I think an even fight against 20-to-1 odds is pretty good. Yeah, just have to say, it wasn't 20-to-1, was it? It was 10-to-1, but still, sinking more of their transports. Doing an A-OK. Let's move you over here just to even out our defensive line just a little bit. Okay, I probably should turn off the pop-ups for those little things. Okay, so you guys. I guess what we're doing is building armored units in this episode. So let's do that. Armor, self-propelled artillery. Seems good to me. Let's build 3 of them. Another 30 manpower. We are gaining 20 a month, which is pretty good. and if we can avoid taking massive amounts of damage, then we will trend upwards with our manpower, which is a good thing. 200 is not very much, though. Advanced aircraft design. I think that was one of those things that I was just completely ignoring, because this radar is fantastic. Increased air detection means that we'll be able to fight enemy aircraft better, and plus 10% night attack just across the board. I mean, theoretically speaking, 50% of our attacks will take place at night, right? What are you even doing? Okay, I think Germany knows what our plan is. I think that's what's happening here. Let's turn off the battle plan. What is even happening? I mean, I don't want to attack up in that direction. That would be foolish as all hell. Do not understand at all. Okay, we've basically completely destroyed this airbase, and they've either... I mean, they've probably moved all of their aircraft out of that airbase, rather than have them all be destroyed. Let's start work... I don't want heavy tank brigades. Those are dumb. Those are dumb. Let's start work on better small arms. We have reached the point in the game where researching a new technology just gives us small arms number 6 rather than, you know, an actual named weapon of anything. Like, we are... Look, Militia Small Arms 3, we have this thing that I'm not going to pronounce, but the 1918 variant of French small arms. But we have reached the point in the game where the French just were not creating new weapons, so there is no named historical research that we can do anymore. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, we've taken the French. Oh. Japan has declared war on the United States of America. Oh. And, okay, so Japan's declared war on Communist China, and the United States, and the Netherlands, and our ally Bulgaria has honored our alliance and declared war on Japan. Okay, so we're going to lose our Indo-Chinese colony. It's going to happen. We don't even have any troops over here. So, if I could if I could delete you from the game, I would, but I can't. So, so does that mean that the United States is on our team? No. You're only at war with Japan. Okay. And the British? Yeah, okay, so we're fighting 2 separate wars now. We are at war with Japan, with America's help, but America isn't helping us against Germany. Okay, well, let's see if Germany declares war on America. I don't think they will. Well, this is interesting now. So, we're not technically allied with the United States. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, there's the Pearl Harbor decision. I forget exactly how it works in this game, but I think it just destroys the naval base level. Like, it damages it, sort of like we've damaged the Bucharest air base over here. Like, I think it just completely damages all of the American naval bases. Basically makes it impossible for America to station their navy out in the Pacific for a while, giving Japan free reign for a little bit. But I could be wrong about that. Now, their decision to declare war on Communist China is interesting. Communist China is a member of the Allies. We're allied with Communist China? Okay. Go Mao go. I mean, yes, do it. Go. Kill the Japanese. I mean, you're not going to get very far. You're so small, you have so few troops. Really, you should have attacked the nationalists first. Maybe you could have taken over the rest of China, but... And there's no way we can really help you. Okay, well, I've had the game unpaused for this entire time. Germany actually took St. George, which is fantastic. It's February now. Let's check the weather. 50% mud, 100% mud. Mud is horrible, atrocious. Still have frozen ground up here. Still have muddy ground right here. It's just not going to go very well for us. And we're going to get a lot of pop-ups about how our Vietnamese and our treaty port over here is falling to the Japanese. As well as all of our transports. Yeah, they're going to take Hong Kong as well. Well, maybe. Apparently the British advanced. The British actually, like, took a province from the Japanese up here. It's weird. Sinkang has joined the Communist International. Alright. Good for them. Maybe the Soviets will join in the fight at some point in the near future. That's the hope, anyway. Keep on going. I mean, let's go speed 5 for a little bit. We're doing just fine. Okay, and now let's check our fleet. You're doing A-okay. You are both repairing with apparent ease. Ah, another British tank division attached to West Lancashire area. And I'm not going to send anybody to Indochina. It's just not going to happen. We don't have the ability to defend all of our borders. We need to pick our fights. Although apparently the Germans really don't want to take Bulgaria out, which is sort of weird. Yeah, airplane's doing good. Airplane's doing good. You're doing A-okay. Basically shutting down the German air cover up here. Whoa, hello. Flew across the map there. Yep, I do an A-okay up in that general area. I don't know, this river is going to make it tough for both for us to get across and do our little attack, but it's also going to make it very difficult for them to take Bulgaria from us, which is a good thing. I mean, you know, Schwerpunkt. Yeah, we need more of that. Let us use our tanks more. Okay, yeah, this is the weak spot now. It can be attacked from 3 different provinces. Not spectacular. Ooh, better computers. They're all good. Let's dump some more into agriculture. Get some more manpower going. Our bombers and close air supports are running out of organization, unfortunately. But they're doing pretty well on experience. Hey, small fuel tank! Yeah, better planes is always nice. Drop tank, we can just drastically increase their overall range, which is really nice. We need to wait a little bit for the small fuel tank to be actually upgraded and equipped on all of our aircraft. So let's just get all of the upgrades that we can for our aircraft before we actually go and deploy those, well, research the new drop tanks. Well, so far so standard. So far so standard. They are moving in down here. They're moving so slowly. Is it still winter up here? No. No, it's not. I mean, it's a little bit muddy in some areas, but it is, I mean, it's 5 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty darn cold, but... Okay, medium tank armor. Alright, so we brought our medium tanks up to modern standards. Let's bring our light tanks up to modern standard. And dump some more into upgrades there. Current units are more important than future units. At least at this point in the game. They just don't know that they want to take that province. I suppose I understand, because if I were to take this province, just this one, these guys would be completely cut off. You know, that is sort of tempting right there. Let's pull our tanks. Stack them on Selena. We'll bring a Marine Division too. Oops. Yeah, just our tanks, and... no, just our tanks. We'll stack these ones here, so we can attack from 2 provinces. We'll bring... not the one without support, that's stupid. The anti-tank? Do you have any tanks in here? We don't know. We'll bring an anti-tank unit. Okay, and that should be okay. It is plains, and we will be attacking without river crossing penalties. Yeah. Yes, America. You can trade with us however much you like. Well, oh. Ooh. What city did they lose? Wake Island. Alright. So, the Japanese now have probably a very well upgraded radar tower. Sort of sucks. The communists are not dead yet. Soon though. We haven't lost our land, but the British have lost Hong Kong. Siam usually likes to join on the side of the Japanese and then take over a bunch of land from us and the Brits. But I mean, the war in Africa hasn't even started yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll see. Not gonna call this too quickly. Let's let our tanks move into position up here. Get them some supplies. Unless we're having difficulty. Yeah, we're having difficulty supplying everyone on just Constanta over here. And it's it's mostly the fuel situation. We didn't have any fuel up here because we didn't have any tanks up here. Alright. They are moving units into St. George. Which is fine by me. We are still behind the river, so we can hold fairly well over here. Yeah. Mostly just a lot of infantry, unfortunately. Let's let them get into St. George. Let them get out of that province so we can attack that province without them really interfering too much. Speed 5. Go, go. Lost a fuel trade. Unfortunate. They seem to be pulling back on some parts of the line. I don't know why. They've got a lot of units up here in St. George, though. Yeah, we're going to need to punch through a lot of units up here as well. Well, let's start it off. Let's see how this goes. We'll start with 3 tank divisions here. I'm going to do an actual attack. And 1 tank division down here. The British one. And 2 infantry. You're going to do the straight attack up as well. Alright, we're rated at 89%. They are not at full organization, and they have a lack of supply penalty. That's awesome. I wonder if that's across the whole line. Okay, we need to find out if that's across the whole line. If they're having supply difficulties. Because if that's the case, we should do our normal, sweep attack. Do our plan. Let's attack across the river here. We'll do some supporting attacks. Only 39%, but yeah, they have a lack of supply penalty. This might be worth it. Everybody has a negative 40% penalty. It's going to be an expensive fight on there because we don't have any supporting tanks. I think we should focus on this little, this small encirclement before we focus on attacking all across the line. Because, yeah, we're still losing units at a 2-to-1 ratio. We don't have the manpower to lose for that. But yeah, this was an easy fight. We're going to just take this province. I think they retreated to St. George. No, I think we actually pushed them out. 800 of our troops for 2,500 of theirs. Yeah, move in. Move into Tolkea. And then we'll take St. George. Let's begin the attack on St. George right now. Just to pin them down here. Yeah, everyone has a negative 50% lack of supply penalty. They can't regain their organization, and now they're encircled. All of the units, it looks like most of them are retreating out this way. We're going to leave these units here mostly because they can't actually attack for a bit. That's what I was forgetting. Did I actually get that? Man, I can't believe we've ignored this for so long. We're down to 1940 tech. We've just completely ignored it for like 4 years. That's such a stupid mistake on my part. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we're going to demolish these German troops. Just absolutely demolish them. There aren't too many in here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 regiments. So that's about 80,000 troops. Plus it looks like 2 more. Yeah, there's 1 more. No, just the 1 more. So that's about 90,000 troops. They are counterattacking us. But they are weak and only infantry against our medium tanks. So I think we're going to be just fine defending them. Well, that was a worthwhile little jab and punch down there, and we have more infantry divisions moving in to help support that. You're down to 54% though. I'm guessing you got some supplies in. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's okay. It's all right. I don't want to move you out of Constanta. Let's use you units to actually do some convoy raiding over here, and your carrier air groups are okay at convoy raiding as well, so we'll do that. Multi-role fighters are doing fine. Close air support is attacking Bucharest. I need to... Let's do a port strike up here. Alright, took it down 1.5 already. We'll be able to bring in even less supplies. Yeah, it's only you units attacking. Let's move 1 unit of infantry up here, just in case we need to throw another unit into that fight. And we are losing organization rather quickly. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they got supplies. Apparently they don't have many supplies. Okay, they've broken off their attack of Tukela. And they re-attacked Tukela. But they're relatively weak. They still have a lack of supplies penalty. I don't know what happened there. Negative 45% lack of supply penalty on that unit. And we're still fighting relatively well. We're up to 67% on this fight now. But, yeah, our mechanized troops are depleted at this point. We need to break them off. Let them regain some organization. Still up to 73. And it looks like we've already routed one of their units. One of their units has already surrendered. They went to 0 organization, and there was nowhere for them to retreat. So they just disappeared. Just stopped existing. Instead of convoy raiding, I actually want you to do a ground attack. Yeah. Nice little bombing there. Okay. The naval base is now completely destroyed, so they won't be able to get much in the way of... yeah, look at that. That is awesome. Basically 3-to-1 ratio here in this province. Let's throw another... I mean, this is our tank destroyer one. So, oh, they do have a panzer division it can attack against. But really, we just want to make sure that our attack keeps up in this province. You're moving to Salina, so you will move up here. They are counterattacking us once again into Tulkea? I don't know anymore. With very weak units. It's really just it's not really a counterattack. They are freaking out. What are they freaking out about? I don't know where they're redeploying these units to. Are they just freaking out about this up here? Repulsed them again, 270 units to 1,800. That's very nice. You go ahead. You guys go ahead and continue to attack us like that. That's fine. I don't want to move beyond this river yet, though. I don't think it's really time for a counterattack like that. Alright, we're going to finish this fight up. They're going to keep on trying to counterattack us into Kayla. And let's throw just another regular infantry division into St. George. Okay, they're down to 5 divisions now. They have no supplies because we've completely destroyed their port. We need to take... We'll just let you guys rest for a little while. No longer necessary. And you guys, you're just doing a ground attack. Let's move you back over to the Bulgarian coast. And first air wing. We can... I mean, there was 14 bombings and 1 air battle. They only tried to intercept us once in this province. I mean, let's just keep on doing random ground attacks. Sounds fine to me. 93% done. 94. They're down to 4 divisions. We've already destroyed about 50,000 German and Hungarian troops. We do have a couple very weak units. Major General Kolitz is a max skill. That's fantastic. Oh, there goes our treaty port. Alright. Good job, Japan. Taking over completely undefended territory. Good job. Proud of you. And there we go. Out of 85,000 troops, we only killed 4,500, but they don't exist anymore. They've completely surrendered. We've just removed 9 German divisions from the map. I don't actually want to move into St. George. I kind of just want to do this again. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but we'll see. Like, if I can just whittle down the Germans like this, if they're stupid enough to let me do that, that would be fantastic. Alright, but I'm going to take a break here. Thank you much for joining me again. I do plan on continuing this series, at least until the end, at least until we lose, you know. But I think that if we do survive to the defeat of Germany, most likely it'll be the Soviet Union that liberates most, if not all, of Europe. And I wonder if Italy will support them at all. I'm not sure. It'll be some interesting stuff regardless. But I don't think we're going to continue on and destroy the Soviet Union. That's just not possible to do as a player of France, at least in my opinion. Pretty sure that some people can. Some people are much better at this game than I am. But hey, thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next time.